What's real hip hop? Some of y'all forgot. Make you lose your cool as soon as the beat drop. What's real hip hop? Some of y'all forgot. Run DMC, Beastie Boys, True Pop. What's real hip hop? Some of y'all forgot. Used to rhyme clever lyrics and nobody got shot. What's real hip hop? Some of y'all forgot. Now dance to the knowledge rhythm, listen, I drop.
Two turntables and a microphone, I turn up as soon as the mic comes on.
This is your boy Big Business. We are back. It's been a while, but we're back on your TV screen, and I want to let you know we're taking it to a different place now. We're taking it to new beginnings, and there's a lot of things to be excited for in this upcoming year. Today I have some special guests with me, and what we're going to be discussing is how to create momentum with your money and your marketing. How do you do it? These two individuals have been doing it big in 2018, taking it higher in 2019 and 2020. So you need to stay tuned and hear what they have to say. Okay, we are back. Just doing great things here. If you missed it, you need to go check out the seminar we just had, the financial seminar with Brother Tyrone and Miss Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. A lot of valuable information that was shared that could change your life, because you have to have your finances in order to be successful. Speaking of success, I have some very successful people with me doing big things, and they know how to market and expand their brand. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the ladies first. To my right, I have Ladi P from Ladi P Promotions. She has her own entertainment promotion company. She's doing big things. She works with Gen TV. And before I say too much and don't leave you anything to say, I will let you take the microphone and tell them a little bit about what you do.
Okay, hello. My name is Ladi P with Ladi P Promotions. I have been promoting as Ladi P Promotions for maybe about 2016. I am the marketing promoter and coordinator for a mixtape website called Tape Hustlers. And Tape Hustlers is basically a platform for independent artists to showcase their talents, as well as DJs and producers and the like. I am also with Gen TV. Gen TV is a television media company from New York City, and the CEO has been around since 2005 as well.
Okay. Well, obviously you have an extensive resume, so we're going to dive in and try to take advantage of that and ask some questions about how you got to where you are, and ask some key questions about, how did you decide who you would work with in business, because that's very important. And last but not least, my boy Theolodge on the left, back in the country, just was in the Netherlands and in France on an international tour there. Nothing new to him. He's been doing this for a while, and he is his own brand. Look him up on all his social media platforms. So tell the people a little bit about what you are doing and what Theolodge is all about.
Basically, I'm just living the dream. I've been dream chasing, and now I'm living the dream through God. It's amazing for your talent and, like you say, self-branding to take you to see these different lands, to see your passport getting stamped, them asking you weird questions like, did you bring anything with you? Those questions I live for. And I'm just excited about 2019 and, the great things. I ain't gonna eat it up because I know you're gonna get into it, Big Biz.
Definitely.
Still alive, yeah.
We are going to get into it. And one of the themes we have on this episode is how to reinvigorate and restore relationships in business. This is business, okay? Because when you're trying to become something, you invest in yourself. But after you invest in yourself, what do you want back? You want a return. And that's a beautiful thing when you invest in something and you get something back that can help you sustain yourself and survive and live and do and enjoy what you do and what you love. And the first question, because we've been doing this show for 3 years, and I've had the benefit and the blessing to work with a lot of different people, but I wanted to ask you, because I think everybody's answered this question differently. And I'm gonna start with you, Ladi P. How do you make a decision about who you decide to work with in business?
And it's funny that you asked me that, because I was mentioning to Miss Regina that I basically deal with people according to how they treat other people. Because a lot of times people will say that they're this type of person and they're that type of person,
Right.
but I pay attention to actions. I pay attention to how, say for instance, if I'm at an artist showcase and an artist has performed and there's someone, oh, well, they want this or want that. Everybody has, entitlement to their opinion, but at the same time, you have to be mindful of, this is their passion, this is something that they have been trying to do for X amount of years. So, it's called constructive criticism, but at the same time, you can critique and hurt feelings, So I just pay attention to how people treat other people because I know I treat people how I want to be treated. So if a person is treating someone, in a bad manner, I'm like, okay, well, I don't, not even be bothered with them, because if they do that to them and I can see it, they'll do it behind my back and do it to me too. So that's start down for that.
Listening to what Lady P said, just to go off the back end of that, artists like you said, when you be at showcases and just really from my background of growing up with my grandma and taking me to church, and she was like, watch how this person act and watch how this person act, even though we in church. So as I was younger, I studied the movement of real and fake, those that truly love the Lord and those that just put it on for everybody else. The ones that go buy the new outfit every Sunday to make it seem like I love the Lord. You don't love the Lord because you spent $140. So from that lesson, when I hit the stage, the only thing I want to do is reach one new person. I don't need everybody, I just need one. If I do one, 1,000,000 times, I got 1,000,000 people, right? So you do the number, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but if I do that number and I do it right, if I get 1,000,000 people to spend $10 with me, then I did something right. So when it comes to business, I watch your body language. It ain't what you say to me. So I'm gonna give you an example. I was doing a show maybe a year ago, and artists went before me, they got done. I approached them. Hey man, good job, keep going, because I know what you're going through because we're driving down the same road. Okay, I go, I get a great response, and I don't get that same love. But my grandma already got me ready for this moment right here, because she told you, when you do something in love, you might not get the same thing as people that's doing it, that's acting. Because when you're acting, so you're gonna do what everybody out there wants you and feel like you should be doing. I did it in love, and like, instead of guys approaching me, they'll wait 30 minutes and I go to the bathroom and they'll throw their head up like, I see you. I don't want that. If you're gonna give me that energy, keep that. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's good, I mean, everybody's not the same. And like brother said earlier, people rewards are different.
Right.
But to me, I feel like if you're good, you're good. If you're a good bagger, cashier, car washer, I'm shaking your hand like you're doing a heck of a job. Right?
And don't give too much, because you're establishing the point.
Right.
And people who do things out of the right place, it shows. It shows. And it comes back. Okay, like, great conversation, but I want to dive into something a little bit deep. We got some things that we were discussing off camera. When you do something, you have to do it from a place that's, sincere. And, the enemy is going to try to take advantage of what you do. DJ Gio Alexis made a good point. He was saying that when people do something and you'll be tempted with something you like versus something you need, okay? I would like to have $1 million, but do I need it? What am I willing to do for this $1 million, even though I don't need it? But I would like it. So we really have to know who we are and what we're trying to accomplish and execute, because we all have needs. We all have needs. The next question I kind of wanted to pose, and I'm gonna let y'all grab my phone, whoever wants to take it. I just throw it up in the air like a jump ball, and whoever takes that part of the question, we'll run with it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta switch it up a little bit. When it comes to marketing tools or strategies that are free, what do you feel is the best to increase your traffic in business? Best free tools to increase your traffic in business, because a lot of people think there's things out there that they can use for free and it's going to take them to the next level. It's a loaded question.
For free?
For free.
Lady P, I got you. I hate to inform you guys, but I ain't no such thing as free.
Amen.
Ain't nothing free, because the reason is when you wake up in the morning, this money already spent. You look in your refrigerator, look in your cabinets, you go to the gas station, money spent. I'm sorry. If you drive to an event, you're paying. You're not getting there free. If you have clothes on your back and you're at an event, you pay for those clothes. So therefore, nothing is free. What we doing right now, giving you advice, isn't free. Why? Because there's somebody that has to edit it. There's somebody that got to sit down, and their time is money. So therefore, nothing is free. So I'm gonna pass it to Lady P.
And that was one of those setup questions, because I think a lot of people have expectations based upon talent.
Yeah.
Talent is the beginning. It's like A and you gotta get to Z. It's not about talent. And once people come to that conclusion, I think, what are the tools and strategies that are out there that have helped you be beneficial and kind of help you take it to that next level? Lady P, is the question I'm gonna ask for you, because, and I'll tell a little bit of it, but you can tell them where you took it. I'm gonna brag on you a little bit, because what she does is she shows love before love is shown back. And that is the best way to start a relationship. She might not know a person and she'll share that flyer just to have a speaking point, to have a dialogue about what are you trying to do, where are you trying to take it, maybe I can help. Well, you already helped me. So without me trying to have your help, you've already helped me. So now I'm already open to you from a business lane. So that was something I have to commend you for, because a lot of people aren't sharing strangers' posts. They're just not doing it, and it's like, it's refreshing, honestly. It's refreshing because you show that love. I feel like, if I raise my voice, you raise your voice. You whisper, I whisper. I feel like I should show you the same love and respect, and I didn't even meet you at that point.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Appreciate that. Actually, when I first started promoting with Tape Hustlers, I went on the road with the CEO. His name is Joe Rugby, and he took me to South Carolina. When he introduced himself to me, he didn't even mention anything about him being the CEO of a mixtape website. He didn't mention that it was the 10th year anniversary. He just acted like it was just a regular road trip. So when I got there, I'm like, okay, got a little, it was at the City Grill, so it was like an open bar. They served food and everything. Then we went into the little conference area. There was tables, everybody was, at their table with their name on and everything. So we just sit down, and he's like, this is our table. And we sit down, everything's going on, and we were getting ready to leave, and artists were like running up to him with business cards, CDs and stuff. They're like, oh, you're with him? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, what happened to you? So I ended up coming home with like a book bag, like a drawstring book bag full of artist CDs and information and stuff. So I just started my own personal listening session in my own home, and I was like, I need to kind of get a feel of what I'm getting into. So I would just sit home, listen to indie artists that I didn't know, never met, and then I was like, okay, let me just connect with my Instagram, got on Instagram, and I would just search these artists out. And in the midst of searching those artists out, I found other artists, and I was like, you know what? The only way I'll be able to actually be recognized as a promoter is if I start promoting. So I just started promoting everything, like if it was a cat toy, or just anything. I just started promoting it, and I didn't realize what I was doing at the time, but I knew I had an ambition and a drive to do something. So I started doing that, and everybody's like, where you come from? Like, who you? I'm like, what do you mean? Because I would show up to showcases, I wasn't invited. I got my promotional t-shirt, I got a camera, I'm like, I'm a promoter. Like, you're a promoter, come here, we need pictures. We need this, we need that. So I kind of made a way for myself just by being myself. You know, I wasn't, you know, trying to pretend to be more than what I was. And people embrace me like how you just mentioned about, you know, me sharing your information and things like that, and that stuck with you.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm kind of, you know, in awe because it's times when I'm like, man, I need to be doing more. And so I did a lot of that, a lot of networking, and just introducing myself. I'm Lady P, I'm Lady P, I'm Lady P. And then when I started going to showcase, I'm like, Lady P, come here, let's take a picture now. And then the promoter's like, well, who are you?
And not to cut you off, because I have to, you know, it's just in my nature to kind of deconstruct a lot of what you said. Two things that stood out. One thing was you kind of debunked one of those things that people think that don't really help them be prosperous financially. There is money and prosperity in helping people. There's money and prosperity in helping people, and people think now, money. What do hospitals do?
Take care of you.
They're helping you get back to your physical health. What do people who put clothes on your back do? They're helping to where you can't, you know, you can't take the elements without having clothes on your back, food in your stomach. If you think in the terms of, I have to get what I need for me, and don't extend yourself to other people, you're only going to have a reach that's within your immediate grasp, and you haven't planted any seeds. So I commend you for reaching out in those uncomfortable situations in this online, you know, era. People really are afraid sometimes to step out and say, this is what I do, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is where I'm trying to go. You know, and I want you to be a part of it. Okay, welcome back. We are back. Wanted to give credit to our sponsors who did a wonderful job helping us put this thing together. Javette Love Travel Agency. We gave a 3-day, 2-night stay to a domestic or international destination. And also divastyle.org. People getting their hair done for free. She does great work in St. Petersburg. So you got to work with people. Yeah, I mean, hey, well, I'll hook you up with a phone number. She definitely does good work. And you got a network. You know, we had a networking seminar as well. This next question, I had to think about it for a second because we've been talking a lot about reinventing ourselves and reinvigorating relationships. I'm gonna come to you first, and the question's gonna come to you as well. Same question. Did you have to reinvent yourself in business before you did in your life first? Meaning that, let me make this. Did you reinvent yourself in your mind before you did financially, or did you reinvent yourself financially before you did in your own personal?
Whatever I'm thinking, I'm going to act out on that. So I didn't change my mindset and just change the way that I felt about myself in my thoughts. I wouldn't have been able to manifest things around me. The places I went, people I was in contact with and everything like that. So it definitely had to start internally.
Right.
And then as I started to believe what I was thinking,
right, and
started acting out on it, then that's when other things started gravitating towards me. You know, I'm like, okay, I don't wanna, you know, I know where the hood is at, I can go to the hood, but I don't have to act like that. You know, my mom used to always say, you know, you can be around this person, that person, but you don't have to be like them, you don't have to act like them. You know, you can still embrace them, you can still, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, I know how to talk Ebonics, but I'd rather talk proper English.
Right.
You know, and some people are like, well, I don't know how to talk like them. Like, well, it just depends on where you go, because sometimes you can go places where, you know, that's it. Hey, what's up, you know? But it just depends on, you know, your personal growth as well, you know, so you just have to grow into it.
Yeah, and the reason I ask that question is because a lot of times we're told that, and it's not told as a long exposition, it's told in catchphrases. Mm-hmm. Fake it till you make it. What does that look like, by the way?
Fake
it till you change your outside, even though you feel bad inside. How long is that going to work before, you know, you really need something more? Yeah. Another thing could be walk it like you talk it. But if you're talking from a place of trying to keep up.
Depression.
You trying to establish and live something that you haven't gotten. So I kind of guard my words very carefully, and I think that forces us to kind of be consistent. I think everybody who's come up here, they had to have something burning inside before the world could see that fire. Theo, I know your situation is a little bit unique. Could you tell them a little bit about your story? Because I know you told me one of the reasons that you embrace what I do is because I believe from day one. And I think you had a lot of people who did not expect you to be touring internationally. You're working a job and you say, hey, yeah, next month I'm doing this, in 3 months I'm doing this, and they're looking at you with that side eye like, you ain't doing nothing. You just gonna be right here with me. So tell me a little bit about that transformative process from, Theo that people know to the Theo everybody wants to know because of what you are now doing.
The transition, to me, like go back, like I said, man, it go back from childhood. Like the transition was already instilled in me, and you want to work to make people believers because that's what everybody before me did, and I always, when people doubt me, it makes me go harder. Like I got that back against the wall mentality. Like I'm coming out giving you everything I got. So if they put me in a corner 1,000 times, I'm gonna give you 1,000 great things. So I definitely appreciate the doubters and the people that did doubt me because I thought about it. You envy people that you want to do what they're doing, but you can't. Because you didn't invest in your life the way they did. Because if I'm just, let's say for example, a valet dude, and you pull up in your car, and the human nature, I get mad at your success. I'm parking your car. I don't even know you. I don't even know what you sacrificed. I don't know what you've been through. Nothing. I don't know how you lost your parents. I don't know nothing, but I judge you off of this car. But if you come out, now I'm telling my coworker, he bougie because of what he drives. That's what the world shows us. He's this because of that. Right. So I took that equation and I put it into a bowl. If I'm this because of that, okay, let's see. Y'all feel like if I rap, I'm supposed to have a big house, a nice car, and this. So I come out and tell you the truth. I ain't got none of that. I'm a college graduate. I play professional basketball. I'm a teacher. I'm a mentor. Look at the level. It's, like I say, it's levels to this. So when I did that, I just took everything and it just turned that steam into my drive. And my drive wasn't to prove them wrong, it was to prove me right. So what I did was, I told myself, hey, let's do it. We can do it. We don't know how long it's gonna take, but as long as we keep moving forward, inch, centimeter, millimeter, let's keep moving forward. And fast forward, I move forward. And I welcome the people back on this ship because I'm one of the people, sometimes I can't fault them for what they don't know. They're not used to, where I'm from the country, they're not used to seeing black men be successful. They always say, well, we need more black men to be, no, we need more y'all telling us to be successful. That's what we need. If you want more of that, then we need to hear more of that. How do we know if we don't hear? So I'm here to change the stigma. I'm an educated hip hop artist. It's not scared to tell you, I've graduated college and I've been a teacher. You know what's the coolest thing? Is when your students sitting out there and they're like, I got a rapper as my teacher. And you know what that gives them? I want to get my education because I could go to college, I could graduate, and I still could be what I want to be. And that's all God really has me here for, to shed back light and let them know. You don't have to fast forward. Take it one day at a time. I'm a living example. That's why I work back. I left Winter Haven Middle School and went back to my high school to show the kids where I'm from. I was in that same desk, I ate that same lunch, and now I'm traveling the world. From right here. The first person to do it where we from. And I think the fifth in Florida to do it where we from, to travel the world. But that's no knock. I want all artists to understand that it starts in your heart, then you look in the mirror, you tell that person in the mirror, we can do it. Don't worry about your clique, because your clique ain't gonna be your clique. If they can't see no means to an end out of you, they don't want to be around you. Man, you an artist, you ain't popping the bottles.
Okay, so we are back. Great session we've had here, kind of talking about how we make business decisions, and sometimes this off-camera stuff. This is why you need to be in the building. Studio audience, make some noise. Y'all still rocking with us? Hey. Celebrate your own accomplishments, because you're not always going to hear the laughter or the applause from the people who are around you.
Right.
That's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? What we built here, the first web series with a live studio audience, focused on hip hop, business, media, and marketing. You know what I'm saying? So very proud of that. Shout out to Miko White behind the lens, because it couldn't happen without him.
Right.
You have to change. New beginnings is about change. And you have to change the way you look at yourself. And you have to change how you deal with situations and how you deal with people. What people you deal with. And I appreciate y'all sharing your experiences so people can kind of get a different way of looking at things. Looking at a no as a positive thing. Putting it on the wall as something to mark off of your list to do. Lady P, by being that person who extends herself to create that network, and kind of similar to me, I always say I like to draw the dots before I connect them. Because if I'm connecting somebody else's dots, that's not my network. That's somebody else's network. Somebody else is taking advantage of me because they knew him before me. So they're planting those seeds. Yeah, you know, he good at this, but he bad at this. You don't know me well enough to take what I'm saying at face value, because you already have a predisposed idea based upon what someone else said. So draw your own dot. Don't wait for somebody else. New beginnings means you start in new places. Theo was talking some real good stuff about you can't go do the same things the same way and expect different results. You just can't. You just cannot. So go ahead and drop that social media information, how they can follow you, how they can contact you, how they can book you, all that good stuff.
Okay, I am found on Instagram, Ladi P Promotions. That's Lady with an I, LADI Promotions. And my Facebook is Deja Blue. And my telephone number is 863-529-3135 is the new number, so I don't quite know it by heart. And that's it. That's how you can reach me.
You can find me on Instagram as It's Theolodge. That's TheOlodge. On Facebook, Theolodge. No phone number, because I'm not giving that, but if you want to get with me, it's easy to find me, and if you really want something, you'll go get it.
No doubt. That's it. Restoring, renewing, reinvigorating new relationships, new beginnings. It's going to be a great year. Big business. Out.